Hello and welcome to the FDT-TV YouTube channel. My name is Ian and we're here to talk about Nottingham Forest versus West Ham United. Now, in terms of lineup, I think we have the stronger, that being West Ham. In experience, we have the stronger. In management, we have the stronger. That doesn't necessarily tell the tale of football, though, does it? That's why Steve Cooper has managed to take Nottingham Forest from bottom of the Championship to being in the Premier League. Now, they may be unsuccessful this year, but you can't say they haven't had a go. They've brought in 14 new players, and maybe that's too many. But let's think about our lineup. In goal, obviously Fabianski got injured. He's going to be out for at least a few weeks, so Areola starts. That's an automatic place, really. Fantastic shot stopper, did us really well in the Europa League last year. Did concede a penalty against Man City, but it was a choice of go for the ball and possibly concede a penalty, or get rounded and concede anyway. So he made a good decision there. At right back, I think we're going to see Vladimir Sufau again. Didn't play too terribly against Manchester City. And Ben Johnson actually played centre-back, and I'd put him back there with Kurt Zouma because they played very, very well. Agurd is obviously returning from a surgery on his ankle after that injury against Rangers. And Craig Dawson is out as far as I'm aware, and Ogbonna's not fit enough to play. Diop has obviously gone to Fulham. And at left back, we may see Maxwell Cornet, but I think it may be slightly too soon for the Ivory Coast man to make his debut in claret and blue. But for West Ham, he's already played a season in claret and blue for Burnley. But a solid signing for us, £17.5 million. He seemed very excited to be there. Can play left back, can play slightly further forward. So I think we may see an appearance from him. But whether it be starting, I don't know. Cresswell did nothing to deserve to lose his place, but I think this man is a natural replacement for him. In midfield, Thomas Souček and Declan Rice again. Didn't do much on Declan Rice, unbelievable player. Thomas Souček, I think just lacking maybe a little bit of confidence. But we'll wait and see on that. Now, the player who does lose their place for me is Manuel Lanzini. Didn't do particularly well against Manchester City, and I felt like he was lacking. Maybe needs to be a substitute appearance rather than starting. But David Moyes doesn't always like to change his lineup, so we'll wait and see. But for me, obviously Jared Bowen gets in the squad, hands down, almost first name on the team sheet after Deck. In the middle, I would put Pablo Fornals for his work rate and ability to run. And then I'll put Said Benrahma. He come on, made some chances, had a good couple of shots. I would put him out on the left and say to him, go and attack. Go and use that skill. Get past players, put crosses into the box. 4, not Michail Antonio, but Scamacca. Antonio, he against Man City, jumped up and took a knock to the knee. He carried on playing for another 25 minutes or so. Come off, I think it was about 56 minutes. But Scamacca, he looked. Bear in mind, he had no pre-season with us. Isn't match fit according to David Moyes. He looked sharp. He looked like he was in the right positions. He was getting on the end of balls. He did have one cleared, off the line, although it was offside. And yeah, just generally, I would give him a run out against Nottingham Forest. I think we have the ability in our squads to be able to beat them. What we need to do is start the game in the way that we did in the second half against Man City and go on the attack, move on the front foot rather than wait around for I don't know what we were doing. But yeah, we need to be proactive in trying to get a goal, not sitting and absorbing for 45 minutes. But yeah, certainly I think we could see a starting debut for Scamacca and possibly a debut off the bench for Maxwell Cornet. He will have a few of the players trembling a little bit that their place will be up for grabs. Hopefully he can do very, very well for us. My prediction for this game, I think on the podcast I said 3-1. I'm quite confident of that. I feel like we could make a little mistake. I mean, Nottingham Forest, they're in the Premier League on merit. They did play very, very well. Obviously, there is a player that has come up. Jesse Lingard did sign for them rather than for us. But I don't think he's going to make too much of a difference to them this season. As I said, 3-1. If you want a full rundown of my thoughts as they were a week ago, then go and watch the podcast. It's all about managers and who I think is going to be sacked. But we do have a little section on there about predictions on the Premier League. 3 games up for grabs this week. But let me know what you think the score is going to be in the comment section below. And if you're an opposition fan that wants to get on, then drop us a message on Twitter. I mean, we're up for a discussion. I want to hear other people's opinions. If you want a more in-depth thoughts on what's going on West Ham, go over to the Bearded Hammer YouTube channel and that will be over there. Until next week, I've been Ian. Goodbye.